And I'm back with more Spirit of Justice. Hopefully I can finish the investigation phase today and get to the trial tomorrow and beat this game proper with a day off tomorrow. So let's see what I can do. Make sure... Yeah, it's this one. So, if this is an extended episode, it's an extended episode, but it saves me from having to do 2 at once. Because I'm already going to be full tomorrow. So let's see what I can get through. Still can't get over how gorgeous Sprocket Manor is. Just don't touch anything. I wasn't going to. She was definitely going to. I was told I had guests. Thank you for seeing us, Soren. We know you're busy. We'd like to ask you a few questions in the case, if you wouldn't mind. Soren? You're Ellen's lawyer, right? Yes, that's right. Don't tell me he doesn't remember me. Will Ellen be found guilty? We're doing everything we can to prevent that. That's why we're here investigating. Will you please tell us what you know? Soren? Alright. Fine. What was that pause about? It was you who gave the order for the large-scale cover-up plan, isn't it? What large-scale cover-up? Don't play dumb! You held 2 wedding receptions in order to try and cover up Goomsbury's murder! Ellen thought that, through the power of the timekeeper you built, she traveled back in time. So that's why there were 2 receptions. Wait, does he seriously not know why the reception was held twice? Looks like I'll have to delve deeper here. So the cover-up scheme, that fake trip through time, you're not the one who's behind it all? Pierce Nickety stated in court that you were the one who ordered it to be carried out. Pierce said that? I leave him in charge of everything around me. So whatever he decides to do, in essence, is my decision too. So I take it you didn't know anything about the cover-up? That's none of your business. But you were in 2 wedding receptions in a row, and still you claim to know nothing? I have nothing more to say to you. So leave. But Soren! Ow! Oh, there's something written on the paper. Let's see. Go away! Doesn't get clearer than that. He's looking especially uncooperative, but maybe I can grab his attention somehow. Candelabra. Still that one piece of evidence I don't know much about. It's worth a try. Soren, have you ever seen this before? That's... What is it? Nothing. Why did this whole demeanor change? He's gone pale as a ghost. Soren? Look at his stomach! He's bleeding! Somebody help! He's collapsed! Master Soren! Get him to the hospital! Quickly now! Poor Soren. Must be one serious wound. Huh. What is it, Nick? When I showed him the candelabra, his whole demeanor changed. So I was thinking that maybe his injury is... Wait, what's this? It's Soren's notebook. Must have dropped it in a rush to get him to the hospital. Ooh, his notebook, huh? Wonder what's written in it, don't you? Come on, you just want to know what you want to take a peek. What to do? I feel guilty snooping around in somebody's notebook, but maybe we should take a look-see. That's filled with big words written in tiny letters. Guess he uses this notebook to write down his invention ideas? Huh? What is it? Did you find something? After March 8th of last year, the content of this notebook changes dramatically. Like how? Well, ever since that date, he's been writing down every detail in his life, as in every. Maybe he decided keeping a diary? It's way too detailed to be an ordinary diary. Either he's really compulsive, or maybe just plain forgetful. But is it really as simple as that? I feel like something happened on March 8th that made him change. Well, why don't you let me take a look at it and I'll tell you. Hey, Maya, let go or we'll rip it! Now look at what you did, you dropped it! Should've just let me take a look. How is it my fault? Oh no, Nick! It fell in the pool of Soren's blood! I can't read a thing on these 2 pages now. Uh-oh. You're gonna get it now. Yeah, I guess it really is my fault after all. Let's just put it away carefully. Can't let anything else happen to it, you hear? But, wait, there's something sticking out of the notebook. Looks like a newspaper article. Let's see. It's about the car accident his sister died in. Happened on March 8th? That's the day his notebook... Wait! What else does it say? It says the driver at the time of the accident was Dumas Gloomsbury? It says Soren was in the car too and he sustained severe injuries. It's just like Pierce said. He completely changed after the accident. So Gloomsbury was driving the car when they got into that accident? That opens up the distinct possibility of Soren holding a grudge. You think Soren could have... I don't know. It's not like I have any proof. We should talk to Pierce about this when we return Soren's notebook to him. Though he doesn't seem to be here right now. Maybe he's at the Flying Chapel? Newspaper article, mooring deck. Mooring dock, excuse me. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sure hope Pierce is around here somewhere. Mr. Wright and Miss Fay. Hello, Pierce. We were just looking for you. I'm sorry for Master Soren's sudden departure earlier. You have my sincerest apologies. It was totally understandable, really, but shouldn't you be at his side right now? It's fine. The other servants are with him, and I am in constant contact with them. Do not forget to give him pain medication, and make sure to keep him hydrated. Also, see to it he's not up and about. He needs complete bed rest. Is this what happens when you're so rich for normal peasant phones? I must return to Master Soren now, but did you want something of me? Actually, here's Soren's notebook. He dropped it when he collapsed. I hope he doesn't notice the bloodstain. Oh, thank you very much. I will see to it personally that Master Soren gets it back. Thank you. I trust you did not look inside. Of course not, because it is filled with numerous patent-worthy ideas, you see. Look, I know you're busy, but would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Well, as I said, I must be getting back to Master Soren. So if you could make it quick, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, I'll make this as quick as I can. I'd like to ask you about the cover-up you tried to pull off, if you don't mind. I told everything there is to tell in court already. Disposing of anything that may harm the Sprocket's family reputation is simply a part of my job. Sounds like a lovely job description. I have nothing more to say on the matter. I must say, I do not think it's wise to spend time on topics that have already been discussed. Right. Pierce, could you tell us more about this accident? Where did you find that? And did I not already tell you about that accident? You did, but you conveniently left out one crucial detail. The fact that Dumas Gloomsbury was driving the car. Oh, did I not mention that? I suppose it simply did not come up then. If Mr. Gloomsbury caused the accident... Wait, if Mr. Gloomsbury caused the accident, why didn't Sprocket family fire him? Wouldn't that usually be the natural consequence of such a huge mistake? Please do not misunderstand. Gloomsbury stayed on with the family. On Master Soren's request. What? That is the type of person Master Soren is. Perhaps it was the influence of Miss Selina's kind nature. She was such a sweet person that even in her last moments she thought of Master Soren. So not only did Soren not hold the grudge against Gloomsbury, he insisted on keeping him on. Now I really don't understand how that guy's mind works. So you were present for Selina Sprocket's last moments? Yes. In my professional capacity, the accident happened on the way to a certain party. What kind of party was it? It was Miss Selina's engagement party. Gloomsbury's injuries were minor, but Miss Selina and Master Soren's were critical. They were brought to the Sprocket family's regular hospital. To have such a terrible thing happen on what was supposed to be a day of celebration. Thanks to the surgeon in charge, Master Soren pulled through. But Miss Selina, she... The last words Miss Selina said to me were, "Please help Soren." Ever since then, I've attended Master Soren and tried to help him in any way I can. I see. Selina's fiancé must have been devastated. Indeed. The shock of losing Miss Selina was so great, he quit being a surgeon. He was a surgeon? Right. So the surgeon who tried to save them both, was he? Yes. He was Miss Selina's fiancé. What a terrible tragedy. How awful. So where's her fiancé now? Good question. I wonder that sometimes myself. So Selina had a fiancé. I'd like to find out more about him, but I doubt I'll find anything soon. Are we done here? I'm afraid I must be going. Could you please just tell me a little more about Soren? There is nothing more to tell. Can't seem to get any real answers out of him just by asking questions. But there is that piece of evidence I still don't know much about. Maybe he'll be able to tell me something. Pierce, have you ever seen this candelabra before? No. I don't know anything about it. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. My Magatama reacted. He's trying to hide something. I've got to break those Cyclocks and find out what.
Take that!
Pierce, you're hiding something from me about this candelabra, aren't you? It is one of those candelabra. It's one of those from the Flying Chapel, is it not? Is there something special about it? Actually, yes. There's some blood on it. I think the blood might belong to this person. Soren.
Take that!
Soren has a rather nasty wound on his body, doesn't he? Yes, Master Soren is indeed injured. Are there any other people involved in this case injured? Not as far as I know. I see. Then let me ask you this. You suppose Soren could have been more directly involved than you're letting on? What in the world would make you think that? No, I've got my reasons. Mr. Gloomsbury's fingerprints were found on this candelabra, which leads me to believe that Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed Soren with it. You cannot possibly think Master Soren's the one responsible for the murder. I don't have any conclusive evidence of that moment, but I do think he has a motive. This proves Soren had a motive to kill him.
Take that!
Even though it was an accident, Mr. Gloomsbury was the man responsible for taking Soren's sister away. Let us suppose that Gloomsbury did stab Mr. Soren with the candelabra. Can you prove that it had anything to do with this case? He might have been stabbed at some other location for some other reason. Sorry, but I can prove it was related. Oh, really? Soren's stabbing and Gloomsbury death were very connected. Are they now? This is the piece of evidence that ties this injury to the murder. A bloodstain was found on the side of the lift that goes between the hold and the vista deck. Its blood matches the blood that's on the candelabra. I obtained the results straight from the police, so I can assure you this information is correct. This bloodstain on the lift indicates an important fact. It shows us that Soren was there during the crime. Soren's blood is on the lift, which can only mean one thing. He was there, wasn't he? Soren was at the scene of the crime. You are very astute, Mr. Wright. It appears I cannot hide this from you any longer. Very well, I will tell you everything. Ah, shit. Dang it. I wish it would, like, automatically go to the thing that is important. You know? That'd be great. But no, sometimes it doesn't. There. There. Could you tell me more about Soren's injury? Very well. This is what I heard directly from Master Soren himself. As you surmised, he was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the date of the murder. It happened at the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. He attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Master Soren went in to stop him and found himself in a struggle. That is when Master Soren was stabbed with a candelabra. Even though Master Soren was badly injured, he went after Gloomsbury. So Soren really was at the scene of the murder, wasn't he? Yes, that's correct. However, by the time Master Soren arrived at the scene, Gloomsbury had already been murdered. So Pierce is saying that Soren was at the crime scene. But they didn't have anything to do with the murder itself? Even still, why did you try to keep such an important piece of evidence from me? I am very sorry. Master Soren's injury and Gloomsbury's murder were not directly related, so I decided not to mention it, as not to unnecessarily complicate the investigation. Now then, I am sorry, but I'm afraid I really must go now. Please excuse me. Thank you for your time. Pierce should have just told us everything from the first place and saved us all this time. Yeah, but I guess it isn't as simple for him. He is the family butler, after all. Sure didn't make our job any easier, though, did he? But at least we learned something new. Soren was at the scene of the crime. That's true. One step forward is better than none. So what next, Nick? Let's see. Forensics team might be done with the investigation of the reception hall. Let's go check it out. Sounds like a plan. Okay, reception hall. Looks like the police are done. Wonder if it's okay for us to just take a look. Oh, hi, Mr. Wright. Hi, Emma. Would it be okay if we investigate this room now? Sure. Police are all done, so go for it. Oh, remember this broken lantern? I restored it to perfection. I have to say, it's some of my best work. Sounds like the repair job was a resounding success. Thanks, Emma. We'll take a good look at it, too. Well, I gotta getting back to the station. Try not to mess up the crime scene if you can help it. We'll be careful. I'll be seeing you. Bye, Emma, and thank you. Should we get started? Let's see. Examine center back sparkling object on the left table. New. Huh? This is where the murder weapon, the timekeeper, was displayed. Guess it's in police custody. What's this? A key? Let's ask the maid about it. Good idea. She might be able to tell us something. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? Oh, of course. What would you like to know? Do you know anything about this key? It's the key that starts up the timekeeper. A startup key? That's right. Oh, the first startup of love ceremony was so beautiful. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, how romantic it was. The key of love. Okay. First startup of love ceremony. What exactly did that entail? It's a ceremony in which the couple activated the timekeeper together for the first time. I suppose it's kind of like a cake-cutting ceremony. And what are these symbols of their love you mentioned? Well, that's kind of an industry secret, so I can't really say. I'm sorry, but I'd better be getting back to my work. Looks like there's an order from above not to talk about it. It's another beautiful day outside, isn't it? Yeah, if only there wasn't the scene of a murder, we could really enjoy it. True. Must be tough for the maids to have to work on a beautiful day like today. Oh, we don't mind. Whoa, I didn't think you could hear me way back here. We don't think of it as simple cleaning. It's more like we're wiping away all of the sadness stuck on the airship. Talk about devoted. Examine flowers. Hey, I think this tablecloth's new. Must have changed it yesterday. Wait, how can you tell? Because the food stains that were there are gone. Should have known it's because it's food. Guess we checked out everything here. Alright. Peggable. Nick! Wait, what's wrong? This hasn't moved an inch since the last time we looked at it. Be pretty creepy if it had. Look, we're in the middle of an important investigation, so try not to shout, okay? I was just hoping it'd change somehow, you know, so it'd have been more interesting. The last thing we need is for things to get more interesting. Alright, rotate to the right. Patched up peggable. Wait a minute. I rotated to the right. What the heck? Oh. They meant that right. Well, here's the broken lantern all patched up, and I do mean patched. Emma said this was some of her best work, so I know she put a lot of effort into it. It was pretty smashed up. It must have been a lot of work piecing it back together. Well, she gets an A for effort at any rate. Eh? This wheel handle on the back has some blood on it. Blood! Looks like somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Maybe the blood got on there when the killer was putting old doom and gloom inside? Do you see anything else worth noting? Well, there's another one of those lanterns over there, so it might be a good idea to really compare the two later. Examine the fog machine. Excuse me! Is the fog machine ready to use now? No, I'm afraid not. We only put dry ice in there when it's an actual reception. I see. That's too bad. She still wants to blast me with a cloud of smoke, doesn't she? Alright, rotate right. This is the unbroken lantern. And this is from the one that Emma restored. I wouldn't say they're exactly the same. More that they're made up of the same parts. Wait a minute. What is it, Maya? I think there's something off about this one. Just about everything looks off to me. I'm not quite sure what it is, but some details are not quite right. Show me that restored lantern again. Hey, I know. It's this, right? What? Where? The thing that's off is the wheel handle. Look, it's the wheel handle. It's a different color. Why are they on backwards? Emma got the inside and outside wheels switched around. Oh, wow, you're right. Huh. And there's blood on the handle, as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Right. Which means the blood got on the handle from inside. Weird. Do you think the blood got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? It's really hard to say at this point. I think I got everything. It says I did. Alright. Wheel handle, broken lantern, fog machine, pega bowl, flowers. I got everything, I think. Uh-oh. I must have been out... I'm out of order. Okay, I didn't finish everything. Interesting. What did I miss? Okay, because I was supposed to move back to the right to anything agency, ended the thing, but what did I miss? Let me check back. I talked to the mooring dock. I talked to him about a cover-up. Newspaper article. Pierce's secret. Reception hall. Got the key of love. Examine the flowers. Examine the bowl. Oh, the door. I didn't examine the door! Oh, good lord! God damn it. Hey, take a look at that door. Wonder where it goes. Should we open it up and see? Don't open that! It's an emergency escape hatch! It's directly outside, you'll fall to your death! This is a close one, huh, Maya? I'll say. Really? That was it? That's all I missed? Okay, whatever. Well, I think we checked out everything. Thank God I got that quick. But what are you doing here? Soren, shouldn't you be resting in bed? You're injured. How do you know about that? Never mind. My notebook. Have you seen my notebook? I can't find it anywhere. My notebook. I need my notebook. What's the matter with him? My notebook. I have to have... Master Soren. Master Soren, I told you to stay in bed. My notebook. Here you go. What the... Yes, this is it. It's emotionally unstable without that notebook? God, this guy's weird. Looks like he calmed down. Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I cannot allow you to do that. What if his wound were to open up again? He needs to rest. I guess you're right. Now, if you'll excuse us. Master Soren, let us retire. Alright. There they go. Pierce is right. I guess he really isn't in any condition to be questioned. Well, let's just go back to the agency and sort through what we learned. There we go! Yay! We're back! Anybody here? Oh, hi, boss! Athena, I thought you were with Trucy. Guess you could say I'm taking a short break. But enough about me. What about the investigation? You find out anything? Well, turns out the third person Ellen says she saw at the crime scene might have been Soren Sprocket. What, really? I always thought he seemed suspicious. Thing is, by the time Soren got to the Vista deck, the murder already occurred. No way! I don't buy that, not for a second. It's a cover-up. A cover-up, I tell you. That's certainly a possibility. And as a lawyer, it's certainly a possibility I have to pursue, but what? It's your job, right? So pursue the heck out of it. Just do it! Yeah, but is that really what's best for Ellen? Soren could be found guilty if the truth were to come out tomorrow. But if we don't pursue this possibility, she could be found guilty instead. Either way, it doesn't spell that happily ever after for the two of them. What are you gonna do, Mr. Wright? Can't let an innocent person get convicted. So I guess all I can really do is pursue the truth. Even if it ends up devastating Ellen. What a tough call to make. Still, there's always a chance, right? Maybe something will come up during the trial that will save their marriage. I hope so. I really do. Well, Maya, let's go. And break the news to Ellen, you mean? Yeah. Mr. Wright, please take me with you. I bet I can help you counsel Ellen through this. Athena, I appreciate the offer, but don't you have somewhere else to be? Do I? Athena! What are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you. Come on now, let's get back to practicing. No, my body can't take anymore. Boss, you gotta help me. A lawyer always keeps their promises, Athena. But boss! If you bail on me one more time, I'm gonna use a real blade on you. So dumb. Sorry, Athena, but somebody's gotta do it. Better you than me. Hang in there, kiddo. Come on, Maya. Better get going. Just an excuse to keep Maya in the investigation, which is totally fine. Hello, Ellen. How did your investigation go, Mr. Wright? Before I answer that, I need to ask you something. Was Soren with you when Mr. Gloomsbury attacked you in the reception hall? I'm sorry I kept it from you. I was afraid that he'd come under suspicion if I told you. So I kept quiet about it. I'm really sorry. I see. I thought it was probably something like that. Listen, I'm afraid I had to make a very difficult decision based on what I found out. What kind of decision? This is very hard for me to say, but the mysterious person you saw at the scene of the crime was most likely Soren. What? In other words, in court tomorrow, I'm afraid I'll have to propose the possibility that Soren is the true culprit. No! Soren is innocent, no! But don't you see, if I don't try to pursue that line of thought, you'll be found guilty. No! No! Please, calm down. Soren just can't be found guilty. I'd rather be found guilty instead. You can't let yourself think like that. But no! Marriage is for life, right? Do you really think you can run away from the truth and still be happy with him? You're not married, so how can you possibly understand? Sometimes you just gotta do whatever it takes to make it work. Nick, you talk to her. Hey, don't just dump this on me. Mr. Wright, I'm innocent. And Soren is too. So please, prove our innocence in court. I'll do everything in my power. Just hope she doesn't lose control like this in court tomorrow. Okay. I guess we're finishing this game tomorrow. Alright then. So it should take like 3 more episodes. That's the hope. So see you next time.